the opening statement from Coach and then take questions after.
I mean, they answered the bell after the Oklahoma game. I thought it was a great way to respond. You know, I respect Vanderbilt a lot, so it's kind of unfortunate for them that they were the team that fouled up the Oklahoma game. But I told our guys, like, you know, we've kind of shown who we are, and I think we're a tough, hard-nosed, blue-collar, gritty team. Vanderbilt's tough. I mean, we showed a little highlight film of Vanderbilt's tough plays before the game. Like, this is a game where if we're going to try to be the tougher team, we kind of told our guys that nationally we were being questioned as soft. Any team with a decent bigs been able to go to work on us a little bit. I thought Charles did a great job on Sheboy, but there's been a few that have gone to work on us. I just got out-rebounded by Oklahoma, who's not a great rebounding team. So I think they answered the bell. They got the message. They really coached each other over the last 3 days, to be honest with you. They're a great group that kind of talked amongst themselves. This is who we want to be. This is what we got to do to get better. And they did just about all of it tonight. So, and we were obviously aided by good shooting night, and they didn't shoot it well. That happens too. I mean, that's why the margin of victory ended up as big as it was. But I told our guys, can we be good enough? Can we be tough enough on defense? Can we be good enough rebounding team to win if we go 3 of 30? I think we can. That's the goal, and I think we, for the most part, played pretty hard and locked into the defensive end tonight. So good to see the improvement. It's definitely not going to go like that the rest of the year. We know that. There's going to be teams that get on fire, and we're going to have to make adjustments, but it was great to see some guys, you know, start to play a little better for us. So happy for Namari. You know, he felt like he's coming back around. We've seen him shoot it like that in practice plenty. It's great to see him shoot it like that in the game. You know, Brandon got back on track a little bit. Clowney, it's good to see 3 go in for Clowney. I think he went 2 of 4 tonight. So happy for everybody. Sears had 6 assists in the first half alone, I believe, which is a season high for him. So you can kind of go down the line. A lot of guys played really well for us, but happy for the guys. Now we got to regroup and go get a road win at LSU.
How did Clowney and Bradley diving for that ball early in the game kind of set the tone for the everyone to see, and how pleased were you with that change in effort you saw from Oklahoma till
It was
now?
a lot different. I mean, when they went to the floor, we knew those guys were bought in, and then I think a lot of the team kind of, I mean, that was, I don't know what the score was at that point, but if I remember, that was kind of in the middle of, I think did we start down 5-0, and then was it 21-5? I think at one point it was 5-5 at that point, so that was kind of spurred another 16 points after that. So I think, look, this is what we're going to be about tonight, I think, is what it screamed early in the game. So, and Clowney did it a few times, you know, and we kind of challenged all of our guys, but Jaden's a winner. You know, Jaden's made tough plays like that before, so to see both those guys go down, dig that thing out, and I think, did Brandon hit a 3 off that play, if I remember correct? That was a big play. Kind of, all right, if we're going to be blue collar and make plays like this, it's going to get rewarded on the other end. That was big.
Coach, set the new season high for a three-point shooting percentage and with field goal percentages. What did you see from the offense, or was it just one of those nights where everybody was just on fire?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those deals when we tell our guys frequently, like, just lose yourself in the game and the offense will take care of itself. Like, the more you worry about whether your shot's going in, how many shot attempts you get, to me that stuff backfires. The way you make shots is you get in the gym and work your tail off going into the game. We had all of our guys got in extra time with the assistants. You know, we're not practicing long now, so we're only going about an hour and a half. So you get a 4-hour window every day. So between video and practice and weights, I mean, we were only using 2.5 hours or something. So guys had extra time. They all got in with assistants yesterday afternoon, got in extra shots. Not to say that that's going to happen every time we get in with the assistants, but the assistants did a great job making sure our guys between classes got shots up. And then when the game started, it was all about locking into defense, making tough plays, lose yourself in the game, let your, trust your work that you put in. A lot of guys put a lot of time in the gym and shots dropped. It's amazing how that works.
Coach, you touched on it earlier, but 16 for Namari. Just what is having him back? How does that open up the offense, and also what does he bring on the defensive end?
It was great to see those shots drop. I mean, we've been looking for somebody else kind of step up and make shots. Rylan had made shots for us at Oklahoma, but, obviously our defense wasn't very good, and he was about the only one. But, if we can get Rylan, Namari making shots as well, it opens everything up. You don't have to just rely on, Brandon and Mark to make shots on the perimeter. So that was big. I was really happy for him. He's a great kid. He's been through a lot. Shoot, he had injury that kept him out all last year, and then he's had 2 injuries this year that sidelined him for about a month each. So he was out leading into our first game, missed a month of practice, then he missed this. So he's kept his head together. He's had a great attitude through it all. We've been trying to gradually get him some more minutes. It was great to see him have a breakout game tonight.
After the Oklahoma loss, you called it a wake-up for the team. Burnett kind of said you guys deserved to lose. You needed to lose that game, and you talked a lot about the effort tonight. But what was the message after that loss, and how much did that message, do you think, resonated with the team tonight?
You saw the way we played. You think it resonated? Yeah, I think it resonated. And then, look, I'm not one of those guys that just comes in and loses my mind. I was more, we came in, we watched the film. After we got done watching the breakdowns, and they were not pretty, and I left it up to them. Like, what's wrong? Like, what do we got to do better? It's your team. We're all going to be coaching a while. This is the only time you guys are together. Like, what do you guys want to be about? Are we there? We're not there. How do we get there? Can we get our edge back? They went through a whole list. I wrote them on the board. All right, let's be about this. So, just simple things like practice harder. I thought, and I thought our practices were a lot better. Typically we would have been giving them Sunday off. We actually practiced Sunday night for about an hour. Yesterday, I thought the intensity was great. Talking while you're out there, guys. Talking's a big thing in basketball. It keeps you glued together on the defensive end. We haven't been doing a very good job of it. We talked a lot more. Just a lot of simple things that they felt like they needed to do better, and I thought we did a lot better. So let's see if we can't keep our edge without taking losses. If we can be mature enough, we realize what works, and you continue to do what works without taking a loss.
Hey, Coach. After the Oklahoma loss, what was your personal favorite part about, as a coach, of how your team improved? Was it how hard they played, the shooting, the passing?
No, it was how hard they played. The other stuff takes care of itself. Like, you can control your effort. I mean, we tell our guys all the time, you can control your attitude, preparation, your effort. And then, look, sometimes shots drop, sometimes they don't. So it was great to see shots drop, but that's not where – if we'd have played this hard and shot 18% from 3, I'd have been good with it. I feel like we would have still won because we were playing that hard. We would have got second-chance points. We would have gotten the old boards. The margin would have been a lot less. But, no, it's for us right now, it's all about how hard we play and how much do we prepare, and are we locked in on the defensive end of the floor. Do we know what the scouting report is? Are we guarding the actions the right way, and are we playing as hard as we need to play? When we do that, if we lose because we just couldn't make shots, we can live with that. We can't live with not playing hard, though.
You mentioned challenging the players after Saturday. Which players kind of stepped up and maybe getting more guys to the gym or kind of leading some of the intensity in practice?
Look, JQ talked about 2 years ago. He was on that team when we lost to Oklahoma. What we needed to do. I thought he talked a lot in that meeting. But honestly, a lot of guys talked. We had freshmen talk. Brandon stepped up and talked. Noah Clowney. I love Noah Clowney. I mean, he's got a way about him. He has no problem addressing stuff that needs to be addressed. So, multiple guys. Namari stepped up and talked in the meeting. But about as far as getting guys in the gym, we'll see where that goes. Right now, it's mandatory. The assistants got the guys in the gym because we get up to 4 hours a day. We didn't give them an option, so every kid had to get in with an assistant. Kind of each assistant took 4 players each, and they got in extra work because we had the extra hours. So, you know, we're going to continue to do that for a while. We're going to make sure we're smart, not overwork them, because we want to be peaking in March, not at the end of January. But we felt like we need to get in, get some skill level down. We had guys not making shots, worked on some little fundamental stuff, being in balance, all that stuff. So I give the assistants a lot of credit getting in the gym with those guys. All right, thanks.